Let's put that scenario aside for now, and let's say Kenny Pickett is off the board and go to the next question on our Football Outsiders 33rd Team Sports Info Solutions Draft or Pass show. So your team needs a quarterback of the future, and you have a feeling that Malik Willis is not going to fall to you where you're drafting in the first round. You have the chance to trade up for Malik Willis. Trade or pass?
I'm not trading up. I like Malik Willis. I'm super intrigued by him. But the reason I'm not giving up additional draft capital is I'm just a big proponent in that there are certain measurables that ring true to have consistent success. And there's outliers, be it Drew Brees or Russell Wilson. But one of the things about Baker Mayfield is he's short and he ran a 4.85, and those height and speed deficiencies have showed up in his game. I like Malik Willis. I like his build. He's very big in a lower body, so he can make people miss break tackles. But at his height, he is really going to be an exception if he's successful. So to me, while I'm intrigued by him, Mike, to answer your question, I would not give up additional capital to draft him.
Matt Manocherian, is there anything in the Sports Info Solutions database that suggests going one way or the other on Malik Willis?
Well, first of all, I'd say with Kenny Pickett, I'm not so sure I was actually on the draft side of taking him in the top 10. And I'm a little bit hesitant with each of the quarterbacks in this class. We've got Malik Willis graded as our number one guy above him, but they're at the same grade, obviously for very different reasons. What I like about Malik Willis is you do have that upside, I think. I think there's a trajectory where you see this guy's a really special athlete combined with he's got that sort of arm talent where I don't like to, throw around Michael Vick casually, but if this goes well, I think that's what we could be talking about when we're talking about Malik Willis. And so going back to what Aaron was talking about on the first question, having somebody that has the chance to be a hit for you at that quarterback, I think it's a risk here, but some of the traits are really special. It's a lower level of competition, but the broken and missed tackle percentage is just, it's not even on the same playing field as the rest of the quarterbacks in this draft in terms of what he is athletically. So that's going to mitigate some things, but I think there's definitely a longer runway. I'm not trading up probably at all. You're going to have a hard time getting me to trade up. And I wouldn't move up for him either.
Yeah, I think I feel basically the same, which is normally the only time that I favor trading up is for a quarterback. But I feel like all the quarterbacks at the top of this draft are such mixes of strengths and weaknesses that even if Malik Willis does seem to have the highest ceiling, right? He definitely has the possibility where you can imagine that he turns into one of those top guys if everything develops. I don't think I would spend extra draft capital in order to get him.
One thing that worries me about Malik Willis, and I got this from the Sports Info Solutions database, he led the nation in sacks. He got sacked 51 times, and he led the nation. He had a double-digit sack rate. I don't have it in front of me. Very high sack rate, higher than any top prospect, higher than Lamar Jackson and some of the other scrambling quarterbacks. That seems like a concern as we consider how long his on-ramp to be to the pros. Is that a legitimate worry? Is that something that I should be worried about?
I think it's probably partially a reflection on, like in college, if you get tackled behind the line of scrimmage, it's a sack.
That's true.
And what they were doing was kind of weird there. But yeah, I think it's absolutely a concern. There's a ton of stuff about his game that is not a natural translation, like Mike T was talking about before. The height concern is something that we've gone back and forth on over the years, but it's something that's at least got to be considered there. He's going to have to win some different ways. I think he has the upside to be able to do that. I'm not sure how willing I am to bet on that because I think there will be that big sort of on-ramping.